Hi, hello, thanks, Ouija. All right, a couple of things at the top before we get going. The president has been receiving updates on the wildfires that have already scorched over 500,000 acres across the Texas Panhandle. We are grateful for the brave firefighters and first responders who are working to protect people and save lives, and we urge everyone in the affected area to remain vigilant and heed the warnings of local officials, especially those who have been ordered to evacuate. White House and federal officials are in close contact with state and local officials on the front lines of these fires, and FEMA and the U.S. Forest Service are providing assistance to the state. Specifically, FEMA has issued 2 fire management assistant grants to support Texas and 1 grant for Oklahoma. The National Interagency Fire Center and the U.S. Forest Service are also providing firefighting assistance, including tanker planes. As always, we stand ready to provide further support as needed. And tomorrow, following Secretary Becerra's trip to Alabama, the White House Gender Policy Council and Office of Public Engagement will host a listening session on the importance of access to IVF following a devastating Alabama Supreme Court decision. The Biden-Harris administration will continue to speak out against this ruling, fight to protect access to reproductive health care, including IVF, and call on Congress to restore the protections of Roe v. Wade in federal law for all women in every state. And we will have more, obviously, to share on this event later today. Also today, President Biden will sign an executive order to protect Americans' sensitive personal data from exploitation by countries of concern. This is the most significant executive action any president has ever taken to protect Americans' data security. It will authorize the Attorney General to prevent the large-scale transfer of Americans' personal data to countries of concern and provides safeguards around other activities that can give those countries access to sensitive data. Buying data through data brokers is currently legal in the United States, and that reflects a gap in our national security. Today, we are taking narrowly crafted steps to close that gap. As a result of the EO, the Department of Justice will begin a process to put regulations in place to prohibit the sale of data, or put in place a cybersecurity safeguards on the transfer of data. Of course, throughout this process, we engage heavily with industry and other stakeholders to minimize any unintended economic impacts that will continue as this process moves forward. The administration is committed to protecting American safety and privacy, and we will continue to take appropriate action to ensure their protection.